And we are live, rocking and rolling, ready. Waffle board breaks. How's everybody doing? It's exciting for me, exciting for you guys. Down to 27 boxes tonight. Pretty crazy. After tonight, we'll have 4 more boxes to go before the reload. So we have to get everything ready. I have all but I believe I have 4 jerseys on the way to me that should be here, so they'll be included in the reload. So, and I have, of course, I have backups to about I think 4 or 5 of the jerseys that are still boxed up. So I do have something that could hit. I could drop in there, but we'll see. Getting everything ready. Like I said, I haven't even put boxes together yet. I have at least one freebie this Sunday. Definitely, maybe two. No, definitely one, maybe two for you guys on Sunday. So make sure you get your bids in. Obviously, 26 and I know it'll be down to 26 and 25 will be our box odds on Sunday. So the last double box before the reload goes in. So make sure you guys get the bids in on for the stuff on Sunday, double box on Sunday, because every spot will be able to hit the freebies. So I'll have at least one, maybe 2 freebies. I'm trying to see what other things I have, but definitely at least one. So be really exciting. Looking forward to it. Anytime the odds get this low, it's exciting for me just to see what comes out because we hit a monster Stamkos on Tuesday, and we'll see what we have to go. We have 5 more boxes, including tonight before the reload. I'm excited about the reload. I got, like I said, the stuff I have in house. I'll probably get the couple collage pics ready for you guys. Hopefully, post them maybe tonight or tomorrow at the latest. Of course, next week. But probably through the weekend, I'll probably be putting up some of the all the pictures of the jerseys that are being boxed up, so you guys get to see them close up. Pretty cool stuff going in. A couple of our not too long ago hits are coming back, but we have a pretty good collection of new stuff, new names, stuff we haven't seen in a while. Got about 13 or 14 different teams or styles represented, which is pretty crazy. So it's tough when you do that. Obviously, you're trying to fill reloads, and I don't like to Of course, I don't like to double up teams if I can. So it's looking like I'm pretty like I definitely have a couple that I think I got to double up, but you'll be liking everything that goes in there. I'm sure some of you guys will have your targets really quickly once I throw up the pictures, but the preview collages, that's a showing of a little less than probably about half the reload. If we do at least 16, probably 17 or 18, maybe even trying to get a little bit of buffer, obviously for me, which is helpful because obviously when we get down to these few numbers, obviously the spot prices on 24 and 23 boxes next week. Yeah, I gotta do what I can to keep it palatable for me and you guys. So, but yeah, so one more week of the Facebook claims, 2 of them next week. Of course, we have tonight, which will be done down to 26, and then 25 and 24 for Sunday's double box. 26 and 25 will be Sunday's double box, and then of course 25 or 24 and 23 next week's Facebook. So it's like I said, it's coming at me pretty fast. I do have boxes, so I'm not behind on that. I think I had to order them for the following reload, but we'll see. Obviously, the hockey games are going good. We're getting down to the point where you're not going to have more than one game a night. We'll see. If teams are fighting for their lives, obviously the Caps are fighting for their life tonight. Of course, Winnipeg will be fighting for their lives very shortly. So make sure you guys are watching the games. Obviously, the Caps are the first game they're 1-1, I guess, in the third. It's probably going to overtime, I guess. We'll see if somebody gets to end that game early, but I think with 4 minutes left, that'll probably be a 1-1 game going to overtime, which is pretty crazy. Like I said, the playoffs have been pretty entertaining, obviously. Close games. It's nice to see some of these series going, 6 and 7 games is what we got. I mean, I think one ended in 5. So, but we'll see. And, the cream is definitely rising to the top, even though the Carolina is not the most exciting brand of hockey, watching this team, trying to close out Washington. Anytime it's 1-1, it's good to watch Carolina because they do have the talent to score. But when they're fighting to close out a team, this is they've been able to test their mettle the last couple of playoffs. haven't got over the hump yet. Obviously, they have, a couple wins in their past, but this team, this core with Brendan Moore at the helm, is a tough team. They're tough out. Like I said, they've always got to the second round. Is that what somebody said? Always gotten to the second round since Brendan Moore's been coach, which is pretty impressive. And obviously they would love to get to the conference finals where they've been in the past, but it's a tough out. Like I said, Washington. I mean, I feel they're looking a little slow at times, but their defense is still pretty solid. Obviously, keeping the game of 1-1 is definitely an accomplishment for them. But they got to get that goal. They got to get that goal, get them a little bit of life. But I mean, it's tough. Even down 3-2, it's gonna be tough to close out the Canes. But right now they're trying to get that done, and we're gonna enjoy the later game tonight. Obviously, it's gonna be fun watching Dallas with Rantanen playing out of his mind, and we'll see if what they said. They said Winnipeg has lost 9 straight road games in the playoffs, which is absurd. Obviously, they won the 7-game series in the first round, but they lost both road games in this round, and they lost, I guess, the last road game last year when they were eliminated. So, that's pretty crazy to see that a team that was the President's Trophy winner this year going over the last 9 road games in the playoffs. And, those are the kind of stats that kind of stick out at you. The other one they were talking about, the Caps today, they said they had something absurd. They're like 12% shooting percentage on the year, and they were like 6 or 7% in the series, I think, and maybe even in the playoffs. And that shows you. Obviously, you get career years at a shooting percentage. Obviously, Jacob Chikrin had 20% shooting percentage or 20 goals. He shot like something like 21%, which is absurd. He's more of like a 6 or 7% guy. But I mean, like I said, when you have that kind of year, I think him and Ovechkin were tied for leading shots in the game. So but like I said, you got to hope that carries over to the playoffs, and it doesn't always do it. So it's you got to have fallback plans if you're not able to continue playing the way you did in the regular season, because it's definitely going to tighten up. You're not playing the turds in the league anymore. So it's the Carolinas. They got to take the lead. Is that over? And that was the tie game. So that's it. Maybe is it? There it is. So that'll be it. That'll be like Carolina looking to end that series. 2-1 with 2 games left. Svechnikov scores from almost no angle, so that one's going to be over and done with. So we'll get to to the second game. We'll see if Washington can have any bit of life left and keep that series going. But yeah, there it is, Big Al. Like I said, I mean, obviously the Svechnikov, he's been. I mean, at times he's been really, really shooting the puck, and then at times if he doesn't get the space, but the dude was number 1 overall pick for a reason. So he can score on you if he's given the chance. And obviously, I think Aho's probably the best player on that team, but they got good players, Stankoven and Jarvis. I mean, they got talented players up front, but he's definitely was number 1 overall pick. At times he's shown that flash that brilliance, and he definitely has. He can score from pretty much anywhere. So yeah, that'll be the end of the road for the Caps. It's probably the closest Ovechkin will get to a cup. I'm not sure if they can have the same type season again next year. They have some good younger players, but they're not great young players. But they have good young players. But I'm not sure. Obviously, Ovechkin wants to keep playing for at least a year or 2 more. Keep adding goals to his all-time total. But I mean, this was their. I mean, they were the best record in the East. This was their chance to make another cup run, and I mean that's just it's a shame. Obviously, and wasn't rooting for the Caps, but I mean obviously Carolina can beat anybody, but I'm not sure if they can beat Florida. But that's gonna be fun again. Those 2 teams have locked up in the past, and we shall see if Carolina can get past them. Obviously, the Panthers are the defending, champ for a reason if they can knock off Toronto. I think Toronto, if anybody thinks they're going to win 2 straight games against Florida after losing 3 straight, I'm like, that just shows you. I think the pain is going to continue in the Toronto fan base. I don't think that they can beat Florida, but we'll see. Like I said, that's why you play the games. They're going to win 2 straight is what you're saying. But Still got to win that first one first. Obviously take it to a game 7. But if we're looking at Florida and Carolina in the East, that's not a bad thing because those teams are playoff proven. So we'll see if that's what we have coming to us. Obviously out West, it's if Dallas, closes out Winnipeg tonight. I mean, you look at Dallas, Edmonton. These teams are the last teams left for a reason. You have the best player on the planet, maybe 2 with him and Dry. So Edmonton's gonna be fun to watch. I'm not sure. How about Caps? There it is. Jarvis empty netter, done and done. There we go. So no longer the Caps. The end of the road for the Ovechkin, dream playoff run for his record-breaking season. Like I said, he missed the games this year, and they still had a great record. They got good young players. They got good veteran players. Some of the guys played. I think they hit above their weight this year. Like just the percentages worked so well in their favor, and they're a good team. But like I said, Logan Thompson showed some cracks. He had a great season, and it's the fact that him and Aiden Hill were in this round and they played together. But they're both going to be gone. So, but we'll see. Like I said, Carolina is. If Anderson's playing like this, they're a tough out. But I think I'll still be rooting for Florida in that series if they get past Toronto. But we'll see. Like I said, it's not over with. Playoffs are fun. We have the evening game tonight. Like I said, it would have been nice. Like I said, to break the all-time goal scoring record and have the best record in the East, which you hope to continue that into the playoffs. But I just felt watching it. I don't know if Carolina's style made them look slow. Maybe that's part of the reason. Carolina's defense, they play perfectly within themselves. They got a good defense. You got Burns and Ghost and they just play. Just Slavin. People are starting to realize how good a player Slavin is. Obviously, he played in the Four Nations. He's just a perfect defenseman. Give you a little offense, plays great defense. And they have a team that's kind of built around playing that way. And if they get capable goaltending, which they do, like I said, they closing teams out. So 8 down for them, 8 to go. If they want to get there, they might have to knock off the champs, or they'll have to knock off a steamrolling Leaf team if they win 2 straight. So either way, Carolina's still got some work to do before they get to the finals. But like I said, the playoffs are fun. I'm enjoying it. So it's good. Like I said, it's easier to enjoy when your team's out. Like I said, I can kind of sit down and kind of, microanalyze some of these teams because I know they're there because they are better teams right now than the Bolts. But like I said, I love seeing good players play. Watching Svechnikov finish that series off. He's like I said, these are the reasons these guys are drafted so high. He's not one of those undrafted free agents out of like the Western Hockey League. He should be able to step up in these games and prove that he's a number 1 overall draft pick for a reason. And like I said, it's nice to have that in your stable. Seeing Jordan Stahl, they say played like how many years he's played. Like you're seeing him, get the first one. Carolina is a good team. They got a little of everything you need. They got a little of the vets. They got a little bit of the top picks. They got a little bit of the good young players. Like guys like Stankoven slots right in with them. It's just they're almost like a perfectly built team. They're a little boring because that's the way they play, but we'll see where we go. So it's like I said, I'm never going to begrudge any of these teams that get knocked out because you just want to see the next rounds, be as good as the round before it, and hopefully that's what we got in place for us. I think Carolina and Florida would be amazing. Toronto, if they manage to get two wins in a row and get right their ship, they're going to be on a high coming out of that series. And then, that's going to be a fun series if they get to Carolina. So either way, it's fun. Whatever we got left, obviously you got, we're looking to see, obviously Edmonton and whoever gets out of the other game tonight, Dallas and Winnipeg. But like I said, Winnipeg can't win road games. So it's probably going to be a done deal. We're going to see Dallas and Edmonton. So either way, it's fun. Like I said, we're just doing, like I said, 1 box tonight. You guys, I'm excited. Like I said, this is fun. Almost like Christmas time. 1 box tonight, then we got 4 more to go. Like I said, I'm excited to get the collage pictures ready for you guys because I love some of the names I got here in the bin in front of me, and I love some of the names I got in the mail onto me right now. So it's a fun batch. Like I said, I I don't expect there to be any problems with having everything in. Like I said, I'm like to overorder and be ready for it. I said there's a couple that I picked up a great jersey from Canada, which it's not going to be here. It'll be probably like the first week of June, but it's going to be in the following reload, which is you're never too early to start grabbing stuff for the following reload. So, but like I said, it's with only like 27 boxes, we didn't have a lot to go around tonight. There wasn't any one spotters. Let me look. I don't think I had any one spotters. I had a couple two spotters. I don't think I had any one spotters tonight. There's only 9 of you guys, I think. So 27 boxes, split amongst 9 people, and no one spotters. Everybody's got at least 2. So it's a fun break tonight. We'll see what comes out. We cleared out a lot of older stuff, but just last night we had Stamkos from the most recent reload. 27. We got the 2 oldest boxes from 2024. Then we have 3 from the February reload, 2 from the March, and then 8 and 12 from the last 2. So, I said I'm excited to see what comes out tonight. No matter what comes out, it's good for everybody because the odds get better. Like I said, Sunday you're looking at 26 and 25, so it's the time to buckle down, get your bids in, fight for your spots, and there will be freebies, at least 1, probably 2. So make sure you're thinking about that when you're getting in your bids on Sunday. You're getting at least a chance at a nice autographed jersey and maybe 2, depending on what else I have. But it's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'll be mailing out some stuff Saturday. Ron's getting a huge package out since I have his older stuff and he's hit recently. That'll be going out to you guys, of course. And I have what else I have. I got I think Mike H has got one. Ty's got something. So yeah, Ty hit the Stamkos. So good luck, everybody. Let's get going with the randoms. Get our box. But good luck, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate support. Let's get done, and then we're watching the late game because I want to enjoy. If it's the end of Winnipeg, I definitely want to enjoy because I would love to see. The Dallas team is almost perfect now with Miro back and Robertson back, and Otter playing out of his mind, trying to outplay Hillebook. There's no personal rivalry, but they're both on the Four Nations team. So, and Hillebook played that whole tournament. So, Otter wants to prove he's, worthy of being the Olympic goalie. So it's, there are battles like that that are inside the series. Obviously, Sagan trying to, hit a cup. Jamie Benn trying to get a cup. Some of these stars have been there for quite some time. So it's, not like they're all young kids like the Robertsons and the Harleys and the, Miro's a legit number 1 defenseman. He was a top 5 pick. So, there's no surprise that Dallas is there. No surprise if they take out Winnipeg. But I think the Dallas Edmonton series, that's going to be as good. Like I said, I'm not saying that's the actual cup, series, but those 2 teams are ready to hit. So, come out and bring some goals for that series. So let's get going. Let me see, guys. Let me get my randoms up here. Let's get this going. There's my lists. Where's my dice? Okay. Okie dokes. There we go. Okay. Of course, we always do 5 or more on our dice roll to decide how many we're going to do with the boxes. Cancel that. There we go. 60 and 3 are our oldest. Of course, I'll skip 3 if we don't hit it in the next 5 boxes. 3 will get skipped. 30, 38, and 44, then 53 and 57, and then we got 8 from 62 to 75, and then 12 from 78 to 91. 92 and 93 have been hit. The new run will start at 94. So there we go. Yeah, I'll probably get the pictures of the collages, and if I don't get them uploaded tonight, I'll definitely probably do it tomorrow. So just to get you guys, I'm excited. Like I said, I want to get some good pictures to you guys just to whet the appetite. So let's get going. So here we go. 5 or more on the dice roll. See what we got. And it is 7, the most common dice roll. 7 times for our box tonight. 27 boxes. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, I think we have 9 people in the room. 9 people with box claims. Spot claims. Here we go. 27. Twice. 3. 4. 5. 6. And the box we're going to open tonight's. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be box number 68. 68. 68 is from a recent reload. I don't think it's the last reload. It's a 68, 27 boxes, 7 times, 27 boxes, 7 times, box 68. There we go. Okay. Exciting. Okay. 68 it is. Let me see. Make my notations. My internal notations. 68. Okay. My lists. 68. This is box 442 for anybody interested. We will hit 450, I believe, on a Thursday. So I'll probably do a giveaway. That'll be the following the Sunday. I'll probably do another giveaway for you guys. That'll be the second box Sunday after the reload. So we're gonna do a giveaway this Sunday, and then 2 weeks after, because then we have to reload the following week. 2 weeks after we'll celebrate box 451. I mean, it's not really anything major about box 451, but we'll do a giveaway on 451. So I mean the 452. No, 451. 451. Let me see. What is that again? 450 will be that Thursday. So 451 and 452, I'll do a giveaway that weekend. So to get ready for your Sundays, we got a giveaway this weekend, at least 1, maybe 2. Then the following week is the reload. And then the following week, we'll definitely do another giveaway just to celebrate the 450, which was the Thursday before. So, okay. Let me see. Box 68 is pretty much dead center. Dead center. Okay. I'll throw up these 3. Should I wait? No, maybe I'll wait till after Sunday. So just the box 68. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Exciting. Box 68 for you guys. Box 68. It's going to be. It's one of the last picks, too. Adidas. Kevin Hayes. Philadelphia Flyers. Adidas. There it is. Kevin Hayes. A nice Adidas Philadelphia Flyers jersey. There it is. Kevin Hayes. What is that? East Coast COA. Kevin Hayes. Oh, is that what we're talking? The man getting off the schneid? Kevin Hayes. Sadiq. Congratulations, fine sir. Sadiq is back in the win column. There it is. Kevin Hayes. We barely know you. Sadiq. Back to play. There it is. Of course, tags, fight strips. There it is. Very welcome. The slump is over. Yeah, let me look at my lists. I was just mentioning that because Sadiq got passed by Ty. Ty passed you. Now you're actually one behind him. So there we go. Very, very nice. That was it. Tyrone, congratulations for getting into the 20s. You reached the Sadiq is still at 19 now, but of the WAFFLEBOARD breaks jerseys, Sadiq is now at 19, not in the 20 club. Tyrone, congratulations to you. On Tuesday, you hit the 20 club. So the exclusive 20 club, there's now 8 of you people. Obviously, Sadiq is at 19. James M's at 19, and then everybody else is well behind. But there we go. Congratulations, Sadiq. Welcome back to WAFFLEBOARD Breaks with the hits, with the wins. Very, very nice. Congratulations. Sorry for everybody that did not hit, but now your odds have increased actually gotten better, have lowered. Odds have lowered. Odds have Odds have lowered. Your odds are lowered for Sunday. So we're now at 26 and 25 on Sunday. Kevin Hayes is no longer available. I'll have to end that spot on eBay. So get ready for that. Make sure you guys clear your schedules for Sunday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time, wherever you may be. And those will be the spots will be ending 2 per minute, of course, like usual. And then, like I said, with only 26, it takes basically takes 12 minutes. Yeah, because 0-0 is 2, and then the next 24 end in the next 12 minutes. So looking forward to that. Make sure you guys get ready with your bids. I'm excited to see what comes out. No flyers now. That tells me there's no flyer. I don't think I have a flyer for the reload either. So that was the last flyer I had in there. But congratulations on him. Congratulations, Sonic. Welcome back to the win column and WAFFLEBOARD breaks. Always nice to see anybody breaks their streaks. Obviously, you haven't been in as much lately, but it's nice to see you hit back into the win column. So congratulations to you. And sorry for everybody that did not hit, but I appreciate completely you guys continuing to be hockey nuts like myself. So definitely enjoy the second game tonight. We'll get back. Obviously, tomorrow is the Leaf game, so that series may end if Florida ends them. And then, like I said, I'm not sure what we have on Saturday's schedule, but definitely I'll see you guys on Sunday. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. I'm excited. Love seeing the stuff that comes out with the odds. The odds so good for you guys in your favor. So thank you very much. Enjoy the second game tonight. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks looks forward to seeing everybody back here on Sunday. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is out. Take care, guys.